Hello, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. My name is Aditya Iyer. I am the co-founder of NeoTrader, and I'm really happy and excited to be doing this particular live session again for all of you today. It is a Friday, and it is a day when we are at the end of the week. Finally, after all that happened in the week, we saw that the Nifty had given a higher close, and the Nifty has closed above 16,000. So yesterday's figure on the Nifty was 16,132. So that brings good tidings to the market, yeah, especially for the people who are bullish, and that is what we would like to discuss today. So before we can get started, please confirm if you can hear my voice and see my screen clearly. Good morning, Naveen Basin. Good morning, Stalin Sundarajan. Great to see you here. Yeah, good to see you participating. Sanjay Tang, good morning. Have a wonderful day. Nifty playing test match and Bank Nifty playing T20. Yes, I have something to add on that point, Sanjay. I will show it to you today. In today's session, Reliance should recover. We will wait and watch. Okay, we will wait and watch. You like Sanjay says, flat opening. Yeah, the SGX is also indicating the SGX was up yesterday. So if I just go, this was SGX was positive, but yeah, maybe we might end up getting a flat opening. Okay, Mitesh Tanna, good morning, Mitesh Tanna. How are you? Good to see you here. Mitul, Vijay Bhatia, Umesh, good morning, Umesh. Who else? Varun, good morning and happy trading. Great. Okay, great to see so many of you log into today's session. As we always do, we will start with the Nifty, the Bank Nifty, then we will move to stocks, and then when the market opens, we will start looking for trades. All right. So the first thing, as we always do, let us start with with the thing that you all are waiting to see. That is the Nifty. So the first thing that happened in the Nifty is that we got our higher close and we got our movement above 16,000, and how? With a gap. Okay, so like yesterday morning only we were discussing how whole numbers always get passed with a gap, and how that was not happening here because it was taking resistance, but when it did decide to break out, it broke out with a gap. So we can call that a breakaway gap. Okay, so past couple of days we are seeing that the undertone in the market again is becoming bullish. Yeah, the sentiment is changing. So we saw that although many of you are talking about Reliance now on the chat, although many of you are talking about Reliance, it is the stock that was suffering because of crude oil is falling, but at the same time the beneficiaries of oil were the stocks that were rising. When I was looking at the market breadth for the past 2 days for the NSE 500, what I saw was that all these tire companies, paint companies, all of those were the ones that were rising, and all your IOCL and all these ones were ONGC, Reliance were the ones that were on the downside. Okay, crude has come up again. I think it went above 100 yesterday, so maybe some sort of relief rally that we got in crude. So that was one thing. Today I think is going to be result day. Results have already started flowing in, and some amongst one of the biggies is going to be, I think TCS is going to be today. What I read was around 52,000 crore revenue is what the projection is, and I think 8,000 or 9,000 around is the PAT figure. So that is where the expectations of the market is pegged. If it sort of beats those expectations, maybe we will see some up move in TCS or however. So we will have to wait for the results to get out of the way. As I said, I analyzed TCS also a few days back, and it is trading at a trend line resistance. So although it technically has closed on the trend line, I can see one upper shadow emerged as soon as it came on this particular trend line. So maybe today's result action is going to be important for us to watch. So we will have to keep our eyes on TCS. And when I come to the Nifty, there is very clearly in the Nifty I see two things. I see that we will have to look at 16,000. So 16,000 already seems to have been breached. Let me go to the 30-minute chart now, and let me now analyze the 30-minute chart. So couple of things that we need to see in this is, and first of all, what we are doing is we are looking for a higher move, okay? Because like why are we looking for a higher move? Because the SGX is up nicely, and in yesterday's trading we saw a lot of positive breadth being maintained all day. So long positions may dominate today. And another thing that we may need to be wary about is that people who sort of entered in the earlier days, right? We saw that there was a lot of long positions being built up year and over year and year. So if we have a higher open, there may be some profit booking that will happen. So any sort of gap up that happens, it may be followed by some sort of sell off. So again, it becomes very important for us to check and see that we get some gap up along with follow through on both the Nifty and the Bank Nifty. Then the next thing, of course, the exact number is 16,172. That is the gap resistance. I think that in today's trading we should take out the 16,172 level. So 16,172 again will become the bare minimum that the market needs to do to sort of remain bullish, and at the same time 16,200 and 16,400 will become the two important levels, because at around 16,200 and 16,400 what happens is the gap zone also gets filled. And I was looking at the option data, and when I have a look at the option data also, I find that is an area where we have a lot of concentration, because when I have like a look at the option chain, I find that 16,200 has a maximum call OI, followed by 16,400. In the middle, 16,300 also has a decent amount of addition. Okay, when I look at the puts, I find that 16,100 is where the maximum put OI lies, and even the max pain is at 16,100. Okay, so even the option data is more or less signaling that the market can look higher today. Okay, so and the PCR has gone to 1.23. So I think exactly 10 days back the PCR was below 1, and we are seeing that the PCR has started moving upwards now. So all of these things are pointing to a bullish start. Another important note that I saw was when I was looking at the change in OI, like what I noticed was that, you know, I saw put addition at 16,100, but there was very little addition on the call side. So another indication that maybe at around 16,100, at around 16,000, the supports are getting built up, yeah, and at the but no strong resistance is getting built up on the option side for the Nifty. Okay, that is what I can make out looking at the data. You can mark out all of these levels and keep it in your chart, and when the trading begins we can have a look at that. Now let us move to the Bank Nifty. When I go to the Bank Nifty, I find that the Bank Nifty has sort of, you know, shown a far more decisive move than the Nifty. It looks far stronger than the Nifty itself. Okay, at 34,920 we are almost close to the 35,000 level that we marked out yesterday. But in order to analyze the Bank Nifty, I'm going to make it very simple now for all of you. All I'm going to do is I'm going to go to the Cameria pivots page, and I'm going to look for an H4 level. I'm going to go to this levels tab, and I'm going to choose indices. And for the Bank Nifty, I'm going to be looking at these two levels to cross today. Okay, so the first resistance on the upside is going to be 35,147, 35,337, and 35,559. These are going to be this is your first level, this is your second level, and this is your third level on the Bank Nifty. So these are the levels that I'm going to watch for my Bank Nifty on the chart. So it's pretty simple. You don't need to look too much on the chart. All you need to do is you just need to go to the requisite page and you can take it. I'm going to leave it on for a couple of minutes now, so you people can you people can sort of note that down. Of course, 35,000 will be an important sentimental support, and some of you have even asked me for multi-day sort of targets and stop losses. I have marked these out on the chart, so the earlier levels on both the Nifty and Bank Nifty can work for multi-day positional moves as well. And I would still say that from a multi-day and positional perspective on the Nifty, the level that we should be marking would be 15,750. So this is going to be like an important positional stop loss for all bullish views on the Nifty right now. Okay, so you can mark that out too in your trading. Okay, now another one point I wanted to make for all of you guys. Okay, the Bank Nifty is trading much better than the Nifty. How do I know that? Of course, all of you know that. All of you have been observing the price action of both the Nifty and the Bank Nifty. But I have something interesting to show all of you, because like what I have here is a ratio chart of both the Nifty and the Bank Nifty. Okay, so the blue part over here, this is the Nifty. Okay, the blue chart, and the green chart here is the Bank Nifty. So I hope that is established, and I hope you all are able to see this. And over here what you're seeing is the like 1 day, 5 day, 1 month, 3 months, and all of that. So when I was analyzing for the past, like say 3 months, what I saw that in the past 3 months, if you see, both the Nifty and the Bank Nifty seem to have been going in one way. Okay, like they did not really decouple. But if I go to the past 1 month, what I see is, I see that in the past 1 month from here onwards, I find some decoupling between the Nifty and the Bank Nifty, and in the past 1 week that has accentuated to a large extent. Okay, so if I go and if I change this data from 3 months to 1 month, you will see that clearly this green line seems to be moving away from the blue line. Okay, and if I go to the past 5 days, I can clearly see one thing. In this particular week, Bank Nifty has clearly been the winner compared to the Nifty, because the Bank Nifty has been up 5.47% and the Nifty has only been up 2.89%. So the clear winner of this particular rally is Bank Nifty. So if you're looking for bullish moves on the index, our first preference should be the Bank Nifty and our second preference should be the Nifty. And that is how we need to play it going forward. All right. Okay. So I've done enough analysis on both the Nifty and the Bank Nifty. How do you people find that analysis? Please write on the chat. Okay, something new I've tried to show you people today, because again and again, if we keep showing and if we keep seeing the same level, it gets boring, right? So I try to come up with something new to make it interesting and to give you a fresh perspective, right? Because everyone know that, okay, everyone are saying ki Bank Nifty acha hai, Nifty bhi acha hai, all of these things. But when you put things in perspective in this manner, what happens is you get a far more clearer picture. So all of this type of analysis can even help you do that. Okay. And another important point in favor of the Bank Nifty that I also wanted to sort of tell you people is, because it's something I had read in the morning, was the max pain in Bank Nifty is now 34,900, and when I look at change in OI in the Bank Nifty, I can find very little addition on the call side. All the addition in OI for Bank Nifty has been on the put side. So that is again an indication that maybe the supports are building up. but the resistances are not building up from the option segment. So yes, that is also pointing towards some bullishness. Although please keep in mind, what I do think is that when the market opens, I feel that if we have a gap up, the first thing that will happen is there'll be some sort of profit booking, even in the index, even in many stocks, especially in those stocks that have run up for a bit. So again, like I always tell you, when we have a gap up, we will have to wait for follow through to come. I gave you a lot of examples of that in my yesterday's live session. We saw a lot of that, and I especially showed you that in Titan also, of how you shouldn't have jumped into that trade in the morning. Yeah. So like that, we will have to repeat those same things today also. Okay. So that was that on the index. Now what we are going to do is we are going to now look at stocks. Okay. Let us go now and look at some stocks. I am going to go to the Heikanashi page again on daily, because I end up finding some very good candidates here in this page. So I like to go here and see. And I found something very interesting in Havells. Okay, if you look at this, you are having this thing called confirmed trend. What is confirmed trend? This is where the uptrend is confirmed because it is come here in bullish and it is in green. Here I have Havells and here I have ABB. I'm specifically going to go first and look at the chart of Havells. So let us go and let us look at the daily chart of Havells. It is 9:05. We have 10 minutes to go before the market opens, and let us see whether Havells is something worth trading if the market opens. And if I go to the daily chart, what do I see on the daily chart of Havells? Okay, this is a 30-minute chart. Here I'm just going into the daily chart, and I find that Havells is actually giving me this beautiful rounding pattern on the daily chart. Okay, and right here, exactly where it is at that point where it can give a breakout of this rounding pattern. So this is something that we need to pay attention to if we have a higher close to, if we have a higher open in Havells, and if Havells is going to be trading positively, we can look for a long trade in Havells. It can also be like a multi-day trade because it is a breakout of a rounding pattern on the daily chart. If I look at the price objective, it will be the length of this move, breadth of this move, or you can either project this and add it upwards, or you can take this sort of former swing high as your target. Either ways, it can give us a 10 or 12% price objective. So that is something we can keep in mind, Havells. And even if we get some intraday signal in Havells, we will add it to our watch list. We can look for some intraday trades also in Havells. And at the end of the day, if it's doing well, you can even carry forward these trades. So please keep Havells in mind. The next stock that we had seen was ABB. So let me go and let me write ABB Limited, and let's see what we find in ABB. I find that ABB also has been showing me a stellar move, and I see that it has given me a range breakout from here, and it is constantly moving higher. So ये वाला जो full range था, it is broken out of that range, and it is also sustaining higher. So ABB also is going to be a pretty good stock to track if we get some good intraday trades in ABB or some multi-day trades. We can have a look at ABB also. So वो भी देख सकते हैं. And ये क्या है? How I found it? I directly got it here from the Heikanashi page. So if some of you are wondering that I don't know what is rounding pattern, I don't know what is range breakout, how can I find all of this? You don't need to worry. ये NeoTrader में आप you can go to our website neotrader.in, and you can go to this particular module called Heikanashi, and यहाँ पे सब आपको मिलता है. confirm trend, new trend, stop का नाम आपको आ जाता है. Okay, one more interesting thing that I saw. Okay, 7 minutes to go before the market opens, so don't worry, be patient. Is that the metal sector this week seems to have given a revival. Okay, मैं काफी दिन से हम देख रहे थे कि that metals were weak. but ये week में the maximum sort of buying that happened in metals. Now how do I know that? I have this thing called sector view, and when I go to my sector view, I'm going to change it to week. Okay, I'm going to change this from day to week, and when I change from day to week, I'll be able to identify one thing, that what sectors are bullish or have been bullish or bearish in this whole week. Okay, so that is what it is going to show. And what you're seeing now is you're seeing that the data has changed to week, and when I go here to week, मेरे को ये दिखता है कि the sector with the maximum amount of green is actually our metal sector here. ये वाला जो है metals is having the most green, followed by PSU bank. Okay, so these two sectors that were beaten down have seen lot of buying emerge. Of course construction में आया है, FMCG में आया है, autos में आया है. All of these stocks have seen some very good all of these sectors have seen some very good build up, but we are seeing that FMCG and autos have been rising for a while, so the range there has become little wide, and most of these stocks have gone to CPR wide. Okay, they have become wide, but जो metal stock है वो अभी भी I think some of them are there in narrow. Let us see. And एक stock that has caught my attention over here because it is showing a new trend, that is nothing but Tata Steel. Okay, ये जो Tata Steel है, that seems to have gone and caught my attention because it is showing a new trend. So let us go and let us check out the chart and see whether it is going to be worth trading today. So let me write Tata Steel. And look at this, and let me change this to Heiken-Ashi now. And अभी ये देखो, Tata Steel I saw was pretty much in a downtrend. I saw like lower bottoms all the way, and suddenly over here the lower bottoms have stopped and we got a higher bottom here, and it was fully in red, and we saw some green candles up here. Let me zoom it in now, it'll become more clear for all of you. ठीक है, ये मैं थोड़ा zoom in करता हूँ. अभी देखो, हाँ अब देखो, एक तो इसने it refused to make another lower bottom. Okay, and ये वाला जो low था that held down. Okay, that was your first thing in Tata Steel. Second, it tried to make a revival. It sort of took resistance here and it came down. The second attempts that it has made that with a good nice green candle, normal body green candle, yeah, and it is broken above this particular level as well. So, and I am at the same time, I also find that the metal sector is sort of showing some good buying now from maybe some bottom fishing is happening, some value based buying is happening there because people feel the stock has fallen a bit, we can buy it now. But either ways, irrespective of what people feel, we seem to have got a technical signal here. So along with Havells, along with ABB, Tata Steel is another stock that we need to keep in our particular radar. Okay, so you just see this when the market opens. Okay, so 3 more minutes we have for the market to open. All right, yeah. Yes, Ashit is saying Tata Steel was flying before the market closed. If I go to the 30-minute chart, okay, I find on the 30-minute chart what I see is, I see that it was sort of down the whole day. In the morning it was down. In the second half onwards, okay, no, this is 6 July, sorry, it was down for down in the morning, then it rose by around 11:45, then it went flat, and yesterday at 2:15, 2:45, 3, the last 3 candles is where we got to see the movement. Normally when we see the movement at the end of the day, and it is institutional orders that come in, and Tata Steel is an institutional stock. Okay, so insti orders come in at the second half of the day. Many times what happens is that their orders don't get completed. They have to place it the next morning also. So if we see some follow through price action, okay, follow through price action, if we see in the morning when the market opens, 2 more minutes to go, that is when we can look for something on Tata Steel. So all of these stocks I want you people to track. Okay, so yes, very good observation, Hashit. Even that is another trend we saw for the past 2 days. In the morning time, the market didn't do much, but in the end of the day for the past few days, like post 2:30 p.m. is when we are seeing the real action emerge in the market. Okay, so even if you got some signals, if the trades didn't work in the morning, what is happening is in the second half of the day the trades are working. So that is how we need to see, and that is how we need to plan. Now let me go to the dashboard because it is almost time for the market to open. Let me have a look at pre-open, what is coming on the pre-open. M&M is 4.5% up. So M&M was in the news because it was investing, big on one of its subsidiaries. So it was one of the stocks that was in the news. So you can pay attention to M&M. Yeah. And then there is GAIL, of course, ONGC and VDL. VDL again, one of the metal stocks that are in the positive. Tata Steel 2% up. Okay, Hindalco is also up here. Jindal Steel also. So clearly the metal stocks from pre-open seem to be in action. But what we need to see is what happens after the market opens. And it is 9:15. And here we go. Let us go now and let us have a look at the chart of the Nifty and Bank Nifty and see what happened. The market has opened and we have a gap up opening on both Nifty and Bank Nifty, and it's going down. That's exactly what I told you will happen today, guys, because we are having because of this movement that we saw, any gap up movement will see some profit booking. So let us wait for the first 5-minute candles to sort of end in both Nifty and the Bank Nifty, and after that we will look for follow through on either side. Okay, that is what is going to dictate today's move, and that is what we are going to do. So let us wait for 5 minutes for these two candles to close. First 5-minute candle high and low to close. As expected, it's like I told you, like gap up होगा तो profit booking आएगा ही. So ये जो सामने आपको दिख रहा है, that is profit booking. We will wait for some 5 minutes for all this profit booking to settle down, and then we'll see what is happening. So next 5 minutes we will not touch the Nifty or the Bank Nifty. Let us have a look at the market breadth and see what is happening here in terms of the market breadth. यहाँ क्या हो रहा है? Okay, M&M. Let me go from close. Let me change this to open, and let's see whether all the metal stocks and M&M and all are also up from open. What is happening? No, they all seem to have gone into some sort of profit booking right there. Okay. So again, AU Bank, Ipca Lab, Coal India, Star, and Bosch. Okay, now Bosch is one of those stocks that we've been tracking for a few days. So that can be something that we can keep in mind. Bosch. AU Bank, again another day when it has been rising. So clearly oversold bounce in AU Bank is continuing. Ipca Lab seems to be up. Yeah. What else do we have? Petronet, Concor, Coal India, NTPC, NAM India. Okay, none of these stocks are leaders first of all. So AU Bank, Petronet, Coal India, Concor, NTPC, NAM, Eicher, L&T, Bosch. Okay, so I don't see any leader stocks on top. नीचे जाके देखते कोई लीडर है क्या? गेल, टाटा स्टील तो प्रॉफिट बुकिंग आ गया उसको खुलते ही टाटा स्टील में. सो हिंडाल्को. Okay, all metal stocks are seeing profit booking now. All of them. Pre-open mein they were all going to be gap up, but market khulte hi in open, what is happening? All of them are here in the bottom. So that is one very good thing of seeing the market from the open, guys. I've told you this many times. I keep explaining the importance of this, we always come into the market with bullish views on stocks or whatever. We see what is happening in pre-open and we get really excited and we take our trade in the morning only. But when you see from open, आपको real ये आता है, you get the real deal. And I find that ONGC is continuing its decline, so that's something we can keep our eyes on. ONGC, yeah. And let me go into the Nifty and see what is happening on the Nifty. I find that the Nifty is flat to red. I don't see any big leadership position of any stock on the green side. Neither do I find that Coal India, neither do I see L&T and Coal India are fine. They are decently weighted stocks, but apart from that, NTPC, Eicher, Tata Consumer, BPCL, all of these stocks don't have very high weightage. Okay, Hero is up, that is good. Britannia is up. ITC also is in the positive. So Britannia and ITC both are stocks in very good uptrend, so we can pay attention to those. Maruti also another stock in a decent uptrend. So Hindustan Unilever. Okay, so when so one thing I'm noticing here, I have explained to you people how the FMCG sector is strong, and the day when the market is falling, I can see that most stocks are going down right now, but all of these FMCG stocks seem to be holding on. They are holding up. Okay, so that is indicative of the fact that the undertone in these stocks continue to be bullish. Okay, now when I go down, what do I see? Let me go down, and I find Tata Steel and Hindalco are the top losers of the day. So because these two are the top losers of the day, once the market opens, we will not do anything. We will wait for a dip to come, and we'll see whether, and if at all we have to take any action, it'll be on dips. ONGC just continues to fall. JSW Steel also. So let us now go and let us see what we find in our open high, open low. Open high, open low mein what has come? Like Varun is saying, book 20,000 profit on BTST trades taken from Neo Trader and 52,000 on M&M swing trade. Amazing, superb Varun. Awesome. So only AU Bank and Petronet in open low, and when I go to open high, Bajaj Finance, Deepak Nitrate, Hindalco, NBCC, MFSL, Tata Steel, ONGC, all many stocks I find here. Okay, I'm going to go here and change this to watch list and see what happens when I choose my watch list. I'll choose bearish watch list. ONGC, ठीक है, open low ONGC. चलो अभी ONGC का ही देखते हैं हम लोग. Let us go and look at the chart of ONGC. What do I see when I look at ONGC chart? Okay, clearly it is 30-minute. I'll go to 5-minute chart. Here it actually ONGC was gap up. It opened above H4 and it is going down and it is resting at its pivot now. So I would not say ONGC is still very bearish because pivot पे आके वो रुक गया है. So maybe I will just wait here. Okay, so that is something that I'll do. Even when I go and look at my CPR setup, what is happening in ONGC is it opened, took resistance, came down at its pivot now. So जब तक ये pivot की नीचे नहीं जाता है तब तक ये bearish नहीं हो जाता है. ठीक है, so I will wait in ONGC. And apart from that, in my bullish में कुछ signal आया in any stock? Eicher Motor only has previous day high and previous week's high. Okay, Eicher Motor has crossed its previous day and previous week's high. So maybe let us look at Eicher. What is happening in Eicher? Let me look at Eicher Motors. Okay, even Eicher Motors in its very narrow CPR, in the first candle it is gone and it has hit R3, and it seems to be again we are seeing some profit booking happening over there. Okay, so one theme that I'm noticing across the Nifty, Bank Nifty and also in stocks is that we are going to see some bit of profit booking now 2 days the market has gone up. The market has shown its highest level of the past 3 weeks. So थोड़ा बहुत profit booking आएगा ही. So अभी right now in the open we will have to wait. We will have to wait before taking any signal. Okay, that is something that you need to know and you need to see. So we are not going to be jumping into any of our trades. Okay. Let me go to day and see what is happening on the sectors front. This is close. I am going to change this to open and let us see what is happening here. All sectors open. Okay, I might have to refresh that page once. Because I'm streaming, what happens when I stream is my net becomes a little slow because too many things are taking up a lot of net. So we will wait for that to load, and here it is come. So here I'm going to change it to open, and I find that metals, actually some profit booking is happening now in metals. Okay, IT is also some bit of declines, energy, ONGC and the others, and apart from that all other sectors are flat. So right now only we have action in IT, we have action in metals, and we have action in this. ONGC took nice support at pivot levels. Yes, let us look at, even iShares is at CPR now. Let us look at ONGC. Yes, see, ONGC is exactly taken support at pivot levels. That is what I told you guys in the morning. The moment open high came, जब वो नीचे आया, like one thing you should always see, you should see the location of the trade where it came. Okay, if a bearish signal is coming above H4 or coming above R4, you don't immediately want to like go and short that, because it is coming at, the stock is actually in a bullish zone, and you are seeing a bearish signal come in the bullish zone. So you wait. You wait to see what happens. Like over here, we didn't immediately go and take the short signal in ONGC. Why? क्योंकि वो stock bullish zone में था. Open high, open low है, तो वो signal आपको मिलेगा ही. Those are all technical signals. वो आएगा ही. But your input should be to see the location of the trade. You saw that the location was in the top zone. So we will wait for it to minimum at least break its pivot. Pivot के नीचे आने तक हम wait करेंगे. ये हमने wait किया. Pivot पे we found two lower shadows over here. एक यहाँ पे और एक यहाँ पे. 1 year and 1 year. And we are seeing that it is struggling over here. So we will not at least short this trade. Okay. So that is one thing we will see. Okay. Havells crossing resistance levels now. Yes, Havells was something I have asked you people to track. I'm happy that Shantanu is doing a good job of tracking the stocks, and I find that Havells में अपने को level 1 trade आएगा. So let us wait for a level 1 to come in Havells. Okay, let us wait for that to happen, and once that happens we will look for entry. So we will wait for Havells to become level 1. How will we know? We will just we'll just go here to rolling ticker, and यहाँ पे rolling ticker में हम डालेंगे previous day high, and if Havells का name उधर देख लिया तो we know it has come in level 1. Okay, if I'll put price previous days high, and I will wait for Havells to come here. Along with that, any of my Dawn candidates are cross previous days high or low. Let me see. Dawn भी हुआ और ये भी हुआ, तो that will be good. आरती इंडस्ट्रीज है, IDFC है, डेल्टा कॉप है, और क्या डाले? कैमेरिया डालता हूँ. कैमेरिया में देखते हैं whether something has crossed. पेट्रोनेट, नैम इंडिया, इप्का लैब्स. ओके, पेट्रोनेट में जाके देखता हूँ एनीथिंग एल्स इज कम. ओपन लो भी है, प्रीवियस डे हाई क्रॉस भी है, स्कोर ऑफ 1 भी है. पेट्रोनेट लुक्स लाइक अ गुड नाउ कैंडिडेट नाउ. पेट्रोनेट, लेट अस लुक एट पेट्रोनेट. R3 ब्रेकआउट भी आ गया पेट्रोनेट में, क्या बात है. हाँ, टुडे इज द, इट लुक्स लाइक टुडे इज द डे फॉर पेट्रोनेट LNG. हाँ, सो इट इज बीन लाइक sideways for a while. let me go to CPR and see like where it is featuring in my CPR, whether it is in narrow or in wide. Looking at the chart, it seems like neither, but I do want to confirm once from this. Either Petronet hai yahan pe. I don't see Petronet over here. Let me go to wide 7, narrow 7 and see what items are over here. Narrow 7 में तो बहुत सारा है. All of them have gone in the green also. All these stocks are in the green as well. All the narrow 7. Dr. Reddy seems to be gone in the red now. Dr. Reddy maybe I think एक 483 आया था. It was in the news, so maybe because of that it is in the red. Wide 7. किसी ने लिखा LNT देखिए. LNT is in wide 7. If it is in wide 7, why do you want to see it achieve your dream? आपका नाम I don't know, but if LNT is in wide 7, why do you want to see LNT? Yeah, all three LNT, all green candles. Yes, but what is the exact signal that we got in LNT? Let us see. No, LNT है इधर level 1 में हमको दिख रहा है LNT हाँ है इधर LNT 2 green dots with 7. Okay, one thing you need to know about LNT is CPR is wide and CPR is also in wide 7. So let us be little careful with whatever view we make in LNT. Okay, so let us see that when it comes. Here we've got an R3 breakout. Okay, तो ऑलरेडी एक मूव LNT में आ गया है. हाँ, ये R3 के ऊपर गया. We will wait for this consolidation to get over in LNT. If it takes support over here and it shows fresh move, that is when we will look for a move in LNT. Okay, Petronet, yes, I discussed Petronet. Sun TV, okay, Sun TV also was a new trend. Let me look at Sun TV now. अरे अच्छा मूवमेंट मिला अपने को सन टीवी में. CPR is narrow, like one stock where you can look to build a position now is Sun TV. Why? Because we have a very narrow CPR, and in Heikanashi I saw that it was showing new trend. So I think we can build a position here on Sun TV. Okay, so let me go to the stock analyzer page of Sun TV. इसी year यहाँ पे देखो narrow में भी है, हाइकनाशी में भी है, और लेवल 1 सिग्नल भी आया है एंड R3 के ऊपर भी गया है. सो लेट अस गो टू द स्टॉक एनालाइजर पेज ऑफ सन टीवी. व्हाट वील डू इज इफ वी टेक एंट्री एट current levels, let us see where our target can be. We'll go here and we will see it is the stock pretty much is on buy mode. You can see this here, this thing is showing buy. I see the Ichimoku bull score is 91. That is also in our favor, and the current price is 439. It is already at R4 level. So what we'll do is we will need to go now to multi-day, and I find that the R4 for multi-day is 446. Okay, so multi-day R4 is what we can look for, 446. So over here 446 is, let us see, let us sort of put a long position and see here. Our target will be 446, which is around here, and please do note that your stop loss will be at least till here. Okay, so yes, not a bad trade in Sun TV. Ideally I would want to keep my stop loss over here. Okay, at least till here I would want to keep my stop loss, but that may be too big for many of you. If you can't afford to keep it so far away, then keep it somewhere here. Okay, that is the way you can plan this trade on Sun TV. All right, so yes, a trade identified on Sun TV. And Selva Vinayagam, very good job, Selva Vinayagam. I'm happy that you have gone and you have identified this trade on Sun TV. Superb, very good work. Let's go to the NIFTY, and we are seeing that after our open high low on NIFTY, we are seeing that the NIFTY is trying to give some thing. Grasim, let me look at Grasim now. Okay, yeah. what is happening in Grasim? Yes, our level 1 move is already come in Grasim. So, and I see that Vinayagam is already booked one lot of profit in this whole move. So the reason why, so congratulations to you, Vinayagam. So Selva has picked up Sun TV, and now Vinayagam also has taken in Grasim. That is very good. Yeah. Please check LNT. Please check LNT. Please put the exact signal on what you are seeing. Okay. What you are reading, please tell me. Okay. And then we will go and check. We already saw LNT. I already told you people what to do in LNT. But exact signal आपको क्या दिख रहा है मेरे को बताओ, फिर हम उस पर चेक करेंगे. ठीक है. ये ऑलरेडी मैंने आप लोग को बोल दिया, ये R3 के ऊपर है, यहाँ पे कंसोलिडेशन हो रहा है, ये जा रहा है, मैंने ये सब कुछ आपको दे दिया. तो आपको इस पे एक्शन लेके मेरे को बोलना है कि व्हाट लाइक यू आर सीइंग एग्जैक्टली एंड व्हाट यू वांट टू डू. ओके, that is how we'll check. Don't only write the name of the stocks, write your analysis as well. That is how you will also learn. Na? Over here you are not here to get free advice, you are here to learn, so that every day you can go and you can start taking your trades. That is why you are here. Remember that always. So that is why it is important for you to write on the chat. Okay, let us go now. Let us see intraday में कुछ आया है क्या? What has come in our intraday page? Yeah, and see, Petronet was one of the trades that came in dawn, and it was already T2 met. That is really good. CUB short was another trade. There were a lot of trades on BTST. Let's see what happened to those BTST trades. LNT में तो हमारा BTST trade था, and that BTST trade in LNT has gotten T3 met. कितने में आया? 1609. So we also have ready-made trades inside of Neo Trader, and one of those is called BTST trades, जो रोज 3 बजे को आता है फिक्स्ड. और कल 3 बजे को 6 जुलाई which was yesterday at 3 o'clock we got a trade over here. Exactly, let me show you. Exactly here is where our BTST trade of Neo Trader had recommended a buy on LNT, and you can just see the movement that we have got in this. It is just fantastic. Just look at this move. So all of you people, all of you Neo Trader users who have taken this trade, BTST trade in LNT, like Varun was one of them. Yeah, I'm sure you would have booked phenomenal amount of profits from this trade, and it is still ongoing. So all of you people who are holding the long in LNT, what you all can do is like you all can do this. Okay, you all can trail your stop loss, okay, to R3 level. Like ये R3 या ये लो के नीचे ना, you all can go and you all can trail your stop loss. All the people who are carry forwarding the trade from yesterday, because we are seeing that it is giving us a fresh move, and let us track this move for higher profits by trailing our stop loss upwards. Okay, yeah. That is something that we can do. Okay, I had told you that the bank nifty is looking stronger than the nifty, but as of, and if I look at both of these charts, what I see that after the profit booking of the morning, both have become flat, but the intensity is far lower on the bank nifty. So maybe now we can go and we can look at some banking stocks, and I see that Shantanu has put ICICI Bank already as one of the candidates. So let me go here and let me put ICICI Bank. Let me put. So I will go and I will choose all my signals. And I also want to see ADX. ADX में डालूंगा इसमें. ADX, where is it? ADX is first. Here, ADX. All the stocks that are strong in ADX I want to see. ICICI Bank, ADX भी है, हाँ. Camria score of 1 भी है, previous day high cross भी है. ठीक है, तो ADX also is in our favor in ICICI Bank. So that is a good one. Let me see if Ichimoku, you mentioned Ichimoku also. Let me see that whether Ichimoku में, नहीं Ichimoku में I think कल आया होगा वो. आज में आया नहीं है वो, तो ICICI बैंक year. So here we go on ICICI Bank, and so what we need to do is we need to wait for R3 to break out. Okay, we will need to wait for then R3 to break out. Even on our if you're looking at Cameria, we have only got a score of 1. Score of 2 भी नहीं आया है इसमें, ठीक है, score of 2 भी आया नहीं होगा यहाँ पे. See, only score of 1 we have, so we will have to wait for some more signals to come. तो आप ये रोलिंग टिकर में डाल के रखो, एंड यू जस्ट वेट फॉर, इफ यू आर लुकिंग एट कैमेरिया, जस्ट वेट फॉर स्कोर ऑफ 2 to come. Reason why I say score of 2 and not 3 is because ADX is bullish, so momentum is very much there in ICICI Bank. If you're looking at Fibonacci, wait for R3 to break out. ठीक है, you can choose either one, there is no difference. ठीक है, अब सब लोग मेरे को पूछ रहे कौन सा पिवट लूँ, कैमेरिया अच्छा है, फिबोनाची अच्छा है, सेम है, आप लोग को जो अच्छा लगता है यूज़ करो. यहाँ पे स्कोर ऑफ 2 आया तो यहाँ पे R3 का ब्रेकआउट भी आएगा, तो सेम ही सिग्नल हुआ, कुछ फर्क नहीं पड़ता है. और ये लेना है कि वो लेना है, आप लोग डिसाइड करो, आपको जो अच्छा लगता है वो यूज़ करो. ओके, तो मेरे को कैमेरिया अच्छा लगता है तो मैं लगा के रखता हूँ. ठीक है, आप लोग को अगर फिबोनाची अच्छा लगता है तो वो यूज़ करो. हाँ, डोंट यूज द स्टैंडर्ड पिवट्स, दैट इज ऑल आई एम सेइंग. यूज आइदर फिबोनाची और यूज कैमेरिया. ओके, Ranjan, book profit in LNT. Thank you. Ashit K, book profit in LNT. Awesome. Superb. I'm really happy to see that you people were able to book profit, and the profits was clearly huge. ICICI has also broken its trend line on daily. So let us go to daily chart of ICICI Bank, and let us go to see ye wala. I'm sure you are talking about this trend line here. और मे बी ये वाला, ओके, ये, और मे बी वी कैन ड्रॉ अनदर वन ओवर हियर. these 3, okay, 1 2 3, yeah, that has happened. This top and this top, it is sort of broken above those. Yeah, can I extend it for a 4th top? Yes, I can extend it to this close as well. So yes, yeah, it's a pretty decent trend line that we have, and it seems to have broken above that trend line as well. Let me add Ichimoku. It has gone above cloud, like it is moved above the cloud, above TSKS. CS is stuck in the price. If CS comes out of the price, what we will get is we will get a rank 1, and when we get a rank 1, that will become really good. So let me go to my Ichimoku. So this was a trade on LNT, guys. T3 met ye wala tha. Superb trade. Let us go to the Ichimoku dashboard. Let me go and let me start putting ICICI Bank. वीक हटाता हूँ, 30 मिनट हटाता हूँ, only 60 and daily में we'll see. I'll keep putting all of these bullish parameters and see how many we are getting. Close above cloud, yes. Close above TSKS, yes. CS above cloud, no. हाँ, 60 मिनट में, 60 मिनट में also the CS is above cloud. TSKS above KS, yes. TS and KS above cloud, yes. Future cloud bullish, yes. So we are ICICI Bank में 60 minute में we've got all of those signals that we need. ये okay, मैं ICICI B कर रहा हूँ इसको. Okay, so the other 2 items will go away. So yes, we've got almost all of these signals that we need. The only one signal pending is CS rank 1. आर्ली में CS रैंक 1 आ भी गया अपने को, तो ठीक है. आर्ली में we have got all our signals that we need for ICICI Bank. So technically ICICI Bank should be on our radar for today's trading. Although daily में बहुत सारा signal आया नहीं है, आर्ली में आया, and today if we get a move, all the signals will transform to daily as well. That will take everything up on the daily also. Okay. Let us keep ICICI Bank as one of the stocks that we are going to track today from intraday. And if ICICI Bank does well today, the daily picture also will change, so we can carry forward that for the next few days also. Okay, so I want Clinton to track ICICI Bank and tell me what happens. Okay, achieve your dream. I am new to this channel, R3 R2. Okay, so what I want you to do, achieve your dream. I don't know your name, but please write your name as well, so I can. It feels weird to call you achieve your dream. Yeah, although everyone should achieve their dreams, but what I want you to do is, in our channel we have कैमेरिया स्ट्रैटेजी वीडियोस. ठीक है, वहाँ पे 3-4 वीडियो है वेयर वी हैव एक्सप्लेन द एंटायर कैमेरिया स्ट्रैटेजी. So you can go and watch those videos and you will be able to learn all of these strategies. उसके बाद आप लगाना चार्ट पे. तो whatever you've asked, right, the answer to all of that is in our videos. Just go to our channel and see the Cameria pivot strategy का video. You will get your answer. Okay. Deepak Kamath, book profit in M&M. Superb. Clinton will initiate a positional. Okay. Shubham, nice to meet you, Shubham, and nice to know your name, Shubham. Good to see you here. Please go and watch all the other videos that are in our channel. And everyone else who are here, what I want you all to do is, I want you all to like this particular video right now. First thing, please go and hit that like button. Okay. Now here we are on ICICI Bank. That is something we need to track. And I have also told you people how you need to track. You will on rolling ticker, you need a score of 2, or you need to see an R3 breakout. Okay, all of this you will do, and I've shown you how you all can track for intraday also, and you all can do that. And I want you guys to go and like this particular video now. Please go and hit the like button, guys. Come on, it is your chance to hit the like button. And in the meantime, let me go and let me have a look at this chart of USD INR, which is all the rage right now. Okay, all the rage, all में जाके ये क्या हो गया? Why is J Ocean coming? नहीं, इंडिया नहीं. Okay, so USD INR. Here we are on the USD INR. Okay, so the like one thing I can see is that USD INR is like really moving up. It is bullish on all parameters of Ichimoku. CS rank 1 वाला item है ये. So that is not very good news for the market. See, listen to me, I'll tell you one thing. Over and above all else, right, आप कुछ भी especially fundamentally आप macro economics देख लो, you look at valuation, you look at everything, it all boils down to USD INR. If the rupee keeps depreciating against the dollar, our market will not go up. So something has to happen. This rise has to halt. If at all we are going to see some relief and see some up move on our market, on our Nifty and Bank Nifty. Okay, but the good thing is, okay, I'll tell you one good thing. I was just doing some reading yesterday, and I also posted a tweet about it. The RBI is actually waging a war against the dollar. They've come out with various sort of measures here. I had posted this on Twitter yesterday evening, like when I was reading this particular news. So all of these are the measures. I got this from BQ. They are incentivizing banks to raise money in foreign currency deposits. Okay, and all of these things that they're doing, right, they're doing all of this to sort of improve the position of the rupee against the dollar, and they're trying to sort of stop the rupee depreciation. I seriously hope that all of these measures work, whether these measures will work or no, I'm not an expert in all of these matters. The RBI governor is an expert in all this. So let us sort of succumb to his higher wisdom and hope that all of these things work and in sort of stemming the rise in this particular chart. Okay, so that is something that we want to see, because if I say hide this everything, let me now add Nifty to it. Okay, let me add Nifty. Let us see like how we saw between the Nifty and Bank Nifty. Let us see between these two also, and let me put line chart respect. Okay, so ये क्या है? This is Nifty. I'm going to be making Nifty yellow. Right? Let us make this yellow. Okay. Now Nifty is yellow. तो ये जो है ना, ये let me write properly. This is Nifty in yellow. This is USD INR. Okay. So let us go back and see how this particular chart has fared. If I go and see the past 3 months, see this. Or if I say 6 months karu do, if I 3 months, yeah, and like 1 month. Okay, see this past like 1 month, the moment we saw a rise over here, the moment we saw this whole thing rise by 2%, 2% rise is a pretty big deal, for the currency. We saw that the market has been going down. Okay, if I change this to 3 months, you might get even more of a picture. See from here, as soon as the rupee started, the dollar started appreciating and the rupee started depreciating, we saw that our market started going down again. Okay, so this is something that is very important. This is going to sort of decide the trend of our market going forward. So it is very important for us to also know what is happening over here. Okay, see, in a bid to save the slide in the rupee, the RBI seems to be going all out. Okay, but we will have to see some improvement happening in this particular chart. And what I also notice is that even the government is acting on various aspects of inflation. Okay, because all of this, because they've levied export duty on steel, they've now levied export duty on crude exports. Yeah, they are asking vegetable oil producers to cut prices, and all of these things are happening. So there is some sort of effort that is going in from the RBI and from the government to sort of curb inflation and to curb the rise on the dollar. And while talking about commodities, right, the next thing that we saw is crude. So let us have a look at crude also, see what is happening in crude. No, crude not here. Okay. Okay, let me see the chart of crude now, what's happening around here. Yes, so we saw this big fall in crude that happened, and we also discussed that, and suddenly we are seeing that crude has risen now. So we are seeing that we've got a rise in crude that happened in yesterday. So crude is another very important thing that we have to do, and I'm getting a feeling that most people are confused in crude, because I read a JP Morgan report that called up for a $300 target in crude. At the same time, I saw a Citibank report that said crude will be $65. So one guy is saying $65 होएगा, दूसरा आदमी बोल रहा है $300 होएगा. क्या होगा इसमें? Let us see. We will focus on our charts and we will focus on the price action, and we'll see what happens as and when the moves unfold. Okay. Yes, that is another very important thing that Sanjay Tank has written about India VIX. So now, like I spoke about some negatives, right? I spoke about crude, I spoke about USD INR. Let us look at some positives as well. The India VIX has gone below 20 after very very long time. 20 के नीचे बहुत time के बाद गया. And another very important thing that you need to see is that if I put an EMA and if I make this a 20 period EMA here, okay, I see that it is India VIX has actually fallen below that. If I go to वीकली में बहुत टाइम के बाद आके वो नीचे आया है, ये 200 ये EMA के नीचे आया. The reason for that is what I'll tell you, that if some of you might not know what is VIX. VIX is the volatility index. Okay, it measures the implied volatility of the market. Okay, low VIX historically, if you see, whenever VIX falls and VIX is low, it has been good for the market and it has a positive correlation with the Nifty. Falling VIX and rising Nifty is positively correlated, so that is why looking at VIX is also something that we need to do. Okay, Axis, okay, that was it. So ACC showing reversal, ABB above R1. Okay, many of you here have come and written on the chart on the meantime. You have spoken about Grasim, you've spoken about ICICI Bank, ACC, Sun TV, ONGC, Axis Bank. ठीक है, चलो एक एक करके देखते हैं ये सब अभी. Let us see one by one. Let us see everything. First, let us look at A से start करते हैं, तो ACC देखते हैं. ACC तो R3 पे लग के नीचे आया है, तो we will wait for it to take support at previous day high. Okay, that is what we will wait. फिर A से next stock था Axis Bank, so we will look at Axis Bank now. Yes, clear up move above R3 in Axis Bank. So yes, I see that like Vinayagam has initiated on Axis Bank. It has moved above R3 and it has given him his trade. The next one that we see is ICICI Bank. Let us see ICICI Bank. And ICICI Bank also at R3. Let us wait for one more. Let us wait for this candle to close above R3 here, and we can look for entry in ICICI Bank here. So this particular candle, what we are seeing is, like we always see, we are seeing some sort of consolidation happen at R3 level. वो होता ही है. So what we'll do is we will wait for a close above R3 and we can maybe look for an entry in ICICI Bank. If you have already entered ICICI Bank, absolutely no problem. You can keep your stop loss over here, or you can, if people who have a stomach to keep big stop loss, keep it here. Okay, that is one thing that we can do in ICICI Bank. What is next? Grasim. Let us look at Grasim. Yeah, let us see Grasim. What is happening in Grasim? Okay, no, Grasim taken resistance at R3, so we will have to wait in Grasim. ACC. What is happening in ACC? Let us look at ACC. Reversal in ACC. Yes, R3 reversal. R3 reversal is something that comes on expected line. So if you had entered, your target should have been here, and your reversal at R3 is common. It might take support at R1 or it might take support at the pivot. Okay, so that is it. Next, Sun TV. Sun TV is like more or less at the same place. Okay, so we will have to wait. So the stop loss in this trade is going to be pretty big, because if a stock is moved up, we will have to sort of keep it at least below R3. So nothing has changed in this unless R3 level is broken. We can't really say that the trend has changed. So as long as it's holding above R3 level, it will still remain active. And we've been seeing that as the day progresses, the moves are happening. So we may have to carry along with this till the end of the day, maybe, yeah, or until your stop loss is not hit. So since our stop loss is in place, we will have to carry along with this trade. Okay, so nothing really has changed in Sun TV as well. Anything else that we saw? Let us look at Nifty now. What is happening on Nifty? Nifty also is struggling to sustain at R3, whereas the Bank Nifty also is pretty much moving sideways. So nothing much in terms of movement for both the Nifty and the Bank Nifty. So yes, I think discussed all the stocks that you have written on the chat, and I would like to thank all of you once again. Please go and hit that like button. Yeah, please go and hit that like button, all of you, and please like this particular video. And have I said OIL and M&M book profit in M&M? Superb. Happy to see that you book profit in M&M, Deepak Kamath. That is great. I think you would have gone short in the morning, and that is how you would have booked profit, I guess. But that's superb. Sun TV I already explained. Axis Bank I covered. ONGC I covered. Nifty, Bank Nifty is covered. Let us look at the ICICI Bank also. I've told you exactly what you guys need to do in ICICI Bank. Okay, so let us go back to the dashboard now and see what is happening on the dashboard. We have L&T up, India Cement, Petronet and JK Cement. So two cement stocks are up today. Sun TV also pretty much up. And on the downside, of course, all the metal stocks are on the downside, along with the usual suspect ONGC, RBL Bank, GAIL, MFSL. Okay. Okay, guys, I would like to thank all of you. That's all from me for today. I'm going to come again now on Monday, and on Monday we'll try and build a watch list for the week as well. So what I want you guys to do is I want you all to use the weekend time to actually analyze the market, go to the various pages of NeoTrader and create a watch list and post it on the Telegram group or post it on the WhatsApp group and share it with everyone. All right. Okay. With that, I have reached the end of today's video. I would like to thank all of you guys for tuning in, and I will see you again on Monday. Till then, have a great day of trading and have a great weekend ahead. My name is Aditya Iyer. I am the co-founder of NeoTrader, and I'm signing off for today and this week. Thank you and bye-bye.